The second deck that we're going to be playing today is a Zapdos Magnezone deck. So, what do those cards do? Well, Zapdos is the new one. Zapdos is the new one. Zapdos says, if this Pokemon has any electrical energy attached, it has no retreat cost, and it can do 90 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon that has any damage counters on it. It also does 120 damage. I don't really know how to build this yet, so this is kind of a first attempt, so I'm trying Magnezone here. Magnezone has the ability to hit 2 Pokemon for a decent chunk of damage. It does have to be a bench Pokemon, which might be a downside, but that goes really good with Zapdos. It also gets to find item cards, which is really, really good in any deck that can play something called the Electric Generator. This card is busted and really good and really strong. To round out the basics, it's not Lena. I'm not ready to do the Absol yet. I don't want it to be done, to be played until it's perfect. But I will have it, I promise. Anyway, so we're also using Radiant Alakazam and Cyclizar to round up and make sure we have enough. I put a couple Cram-o-matics in here just because we're playing with so many other items, and that Cram-o-matic is a way to have Magnezone be able to find anything. Because if you get 2 Cram-o-matics or a Cram-o-matic and something to ditch, you could, in theory, search up whatever you're looking for. We are playing with 4 Professor's Researches. I have come around and really like that card. The only other thing that might be, this Gapejaw might be better as Path of the Peak. Gapejaw is there to help us get a little extra damage on things for Zapdos, but that might not be necessary. So we're going to see. Let's get some new music started over here. Let's put on Dell and get started. Lena, that little, that crying emote you have, it just makes me giggle every time. Like, it's so sad, but it's just so adorable. All right, let's see. Yes, I think we still want to go first because we want to try and get Zapdos. We want to get Magnezone evolved, and we want to get Zapdos as big as possible, as quickly as possible. This is the pretty art for the Zapdos. Ooh. Isn't that pretty, y'all, with the Zapdos, the Moltres, and the Articuno? Oh. Oh, and these are the new energies in Lightning. Nice! You got one of the gold switches, Tatas? Hell yeah! Well done. It's just like me expect. It's adorable. Oh, that's so sad. Okay, let's get a Magnezone here. And this is one of those situations where Path to the Peak's looking better and better and better. Just saying. Now, we are an electric deck into a water deck, so while that's not going to help against Chine-Pow or Baxcalibur, if they're playing Palkia, it will help against Palkia. That's about it, though. Their deck is Ice type, not Water type. I guess it'll also help against Greninja. Wiggles, you look really stupid right now. Why, thank you, Wiggles. I'm aware. Okay, so Magnetic Tension's actually pretty solid. Unfortunately, this has 60 HP, so it's not going to knock it out, but we do get to pull this to the front. Or whatever we want to the front. Pull Greninja to the front, do 80 damage to it. That sounds fun. That sounds fun for everybody except for Greninja. It's the best kind of fun. Palkia as expected. The second Frigibax is a little sad because that means we can't get too wild with it. The fact that they got the VIP pass doesn't necessarily mean they don't have they have a rare candy. It might just mean that that was the first turn and that they wanted to get all the use they could out of their VIP passes. We've made that decision before too. So I love that everybody's playing with these new energies. I just realized the Alakazam deck didn't have those because I built that one before I found those energies. But this is exciting. These are so pretty and they're everywhere now, and oh, more pretty things everywhere. They're really being like, hey, I hope you don't have a judge. They're using all of their search. Okay, and Pidgey. Okay. We have found the winner. What's up, Milky Way? They're not free, but they're really, really cheap. They're the cost of a common card, despite looking like much prettier than a common. They're only 40 credits apiece. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and do research now. Okay. Well, that is disgusting, and we're bad people for what we're about to do. Yep, that's a full statement right there, y'all. That is disgusting, and we're bad people, because say goodbye to your Frigibaxes, Yugi. Alright, do we need anything else? Not particularly, so let's hold off on it for now. Let's actually play this out. If they escape rope or something, this has a free retreat. That's why I chose Cyclizar here. Oh, no weakness or resistant for benched Pokemon. How about just 90 damage? V-Star move for 2 prize cards and stuffing their Frigibax stuff. We'll take that. We will take that. Nastiness, y'all. Nastiness. Now, if they get Pidgeot up in this business, then, you know, it doesn't really matter because they can just search for whatever they want. But they can't play more than 1 energy a turn, so we'll take that while we can. We're gonna count our victories while we have them. You know, appreciate when things go your way before they're about to go very, very sideways. You know what I mean? Ooh, that's alt art for that. Is it good? Okay, now that does give them access to Star Portal. So in theory, they could do a lot of damage here. In theory, they could knock out our Magnezone. Kind of where we're going with that. However, if they do that, that's going to be like all of their gas. Are they out of Frigibaxes? They ditched their Baxcalibur finally? They didn't. They still have a Baxcalibur at hand, which is hilarious. Just, you know, but, you know, that's whatever. It's fine. Do they use Star Portal to get those 3 energy and kind of... There's not a polite way to say it, so, for lack of a better term, blow their load on that. Because that is... in response using their V-Star move to get 2 prize cards, but they wouldn't also be taking away our Frigibaxes, right? We didn't just do that, we took away their engine. At least one of them. Their deck has several little engines going. Okay, so they are doing it. Gonna pull the trigger on the Star Portal. Okay. So Magnezone's dead, right? 5 times 60, yeah, 300. So it is all of them, but Magnezone's dead. That's the big trade. And we have Zapdos. Zapdos on deck here. But what I guess we're not going to use the escape rope because they would just pull the other Shine Pow up front, so it doesn't really matter. Pokégear's good, though. If this is a boss's orders, then we get to take out their Pidgey, which their Pidgey is the last thing that we're scared of. Let's Ultra Ball these 2 things away. I might regret that, but I think I want to get another Magnezone going here. Do Pidgey or do we do Greninja? Probably Pidgey, because if they ditch a bunch of energies, I mean, they're playing with the Spear Energy retrievals, but this is so much scarier. Because this could be whatever they want it to be. Okay. I might actually use that. Now, one thing that's going to be kind of neat here that we do get to do, we're going to hit this Shine Pow, and this is, of course, this is like 2 turns ahead, so maybe none of this actually happens the way we want it to. But we hit the Shine Pow with Zapdos. It's not enough to kill it, but the next turn, Alakazam can take some of that energy and put it somewhere else, and then Zapdos gets to do 90 damage to wherever we put that 2 energy. So it's not nothing. Okay, so they're actually on Palkia strat now. That's good to know. I don't think it's going to win him this game, but it's good to know. Getting closer to winning him the game. Okay, so everything I just said was a lie. They played their energy though, right? I'm really sad I ditched both the switches and the escape rope. Never mind, maybe we'll get something different. A switcher and escape rope, please, or an Arven, or Professor's Research, or both. All right. That energy's a good pull. I think we're going to use Arven here. So the switch is not what we're going to do because that is in our prize cards. So, or I already played it. So let's just grab the escape rope. Sucks. I wanted to hit the Palkia. It sucks that we can't, but it's whatever. We have a Professor's Research for next turn, and they don't. Hopefully. That we're aware of. Okay, this is going to let them ditch some cards and pick up a bunch of energies, but having energy is not what they need right now. They have Shine Pow, right? They have the energy. What they need right now is a way to play the energy. This is a lot of cards, but like, what is it? 2 of them, maybe up to 4 of them now are not water energy. Okay, they also had a switch. Is this enough to one-shot our Zapdos? If so, that would be very, very sad. Exactsies, huh? Very, very sad. Alright. Okay. Okay, so hang on. Let's do the math real quick. So this could do 240 damage. And we can only pull 20. So we could do 260 at most. That's a bummer. In the meantime, we do get to pull this Shine Pow back up the throat. So let's go ahead and do that now. We're going to spread some damage around here. And then we are going to use Magnetic Tension to pull this Shine Pow to the front. Yeah, pull that one to the front. Although if I had hit this other one, it would have been able to... Zapdos could have taken this both out maybe next turn, maybe? I don't know. It's a tough call. So this is another switch. Oh no, it's another cross switcher. Is that their 3rd and 4th cross switcher? Oh, they had them both. GG opponent. I mean, they beat us, right? That was good by them. Brutal. Brutal. Ultimately, my mistakes didn't matter too much there. Got unlucky. It's a good play. Good game. Good game. Ooh, a Chansey. What a Chansey. Good game, opponent. I found myself sitting there thinking, imagine if we had not a Vitality Band, because a Vitality Band would have been just enough at the very end there, but imagine if we had a Choice Belt. All right, let's make a quick change here. Let's just do one. Let's just do one. Maybe it'll come up. You know? Maybe it'll come up. And it's pretty in gold, so it fits. It's great. Everybody wins, except for our opponent. Hopefully. Up, doggy. All right. Yay, I caught a Chansey. That's exciting. All right, what you got, opponent? What you got? What do we got? Okay, and this is why Cyclizar's in the deck. Free retreat cost. That's literally it. Yep. Hey, the Charizard deck. All right, all right, all right. Now we get to go first, which hopefully they don't play all their basics out. Hopefully they're like me and they're like, oh, I'm going to... This is the only time that you want to have them... Like, if you're against a Gapejaw, you want to play your basics out first turn, but you don't know that, so they don't know that. We'll give them the one. We give everybody. Arceus. Okay. Okay. This is the lord of all Pokemon. Alright, let's ditch these two here. Grab a Magnezone. We do have to give 20 damage on our own Magnezone. I did that backwards. Oops. It's my bad. Okay. Now, it's very likely that again next turn, if they play a bunch of squishies out, we're gonna get to do the same thing we did that to the last opponent, and just, like, wipe their board up a little bit with Magnezone V-Star. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. That was another Cyclizar. Interesting. Interesting. And an Arceus V-Star. That must mean they already have it. Rip. Yay! Alright. Easy win, quick win. Decisive victory. Misplay didn't cost us. Chalk that up as a win. Raichu. Well, we're playing with an electric deck. Well, this will be interesting. Look at it, schnoz. Look at it. Do you think this is, like, supposed to be the pad of its foot, or is it to show that Mew has a nougaty center? Honest question. Can you, yeah, I'll work on that, Battle Bean. Dang it, I need to add that command, LJ. I keep forgetting. I forget everything, but I forget that too. Blastoise EX doesn't suck. It's just not good. Let's play this one out first. Let's not show them anything. Okay, so this is the Lugia deck. Yay. Okay, they went first and didn't do anything. You'll love to see it if you're not them, I suppose. We have other Magnezone V-Stars, so I might eat those words, but I think that was smarter to do it that way. Rip. Really, deck? Both? Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Feels like one tick away from being good enough. That's fair. That's fair. It's weird because you have to use supporters, right? Like, there's not a good way to guarantee that you're going to have the water energy in your hand unless you're playing exactly energy retrievals and Pokestop. That might be the best way to build it. Have you tried that one, Bean? Because I could see that, actually. Try a Pokestop build of it with Aridos and Claras, maybe? Because then you can hit your rare candies with the stops. Maybe I might try that. Cause yeah, wow, really? Whoa. Hey, there's the Lugia. It's daily at $1 short. Right? I think that's probably going to be the best way to do it, Bean. Now, and at that point, make it its own combo deck, and it's just kind of, is it better than the other combo decks? Which probably not, but it does a lot of damage. Like, Blastoise EX does a shitload of damage. Okay, let's stitch those two for the Magnezone V-STAR. We're gonna Arven here, and we're gonna Arven for a crank and our last crank and the Choice Belt. Please don't whiff again. Alright. Okay. Burn it? Yeah, burn it's gonna do it. I get some of their Archeopses in the bin, and I just like that they're online. Me to misplay less of my opponent. You know, that's a good way of putting it, Bean. Good use of that emote, too, by the way. And we lost. Right? Yeah. It's Tyranitar. It's Dark type, but it's gonna do so much damage. Alright. Alright. Just Lugia things. Just Lugia things. Lugia specifies that it can't have a rule box, right? Like when it's V-STAR move, it has to be colorless Pokemon without a... Just a turning game last night because you shuffled your discard pile into your deck. Oof. Oh, so you mean like in person. I gotcha. I gotcha. That's what you mean by live, not like TCGLive, IRL live. I'm on the same page now. The last horse crosses the wiggle line. Finish line. You don't have to put wiggle in everything. Wiggles. I do, though. I do, though, y'all. I do. Yay! Alright, let's see if we can make it work this time. Now, again, this is a first draft, and I don't know how many of y'all are prolific writers. I'm assuming you're all Nobel laureates and writers and things like that. We're testing to see how Zapdos feels and how Magnezone V-STAR feels. They're probably not going to be together in the final draft here, but I want to see kind of what does this card feel like it needs? What does it feel like it does well? And, you know, what puzzle pieces can we put together with that we've tested? That's kind of what we're here for. Squab it! Okay. Finian doesn't tell me much. There's a couple decks that'll play with that, but... It does let him cheat water energy in, but it's not a very, multi-purpose cheat there. You play in person, you're not used to it, just end up talking. I mean, that's a good thing, though, right? Ooh, it's the new Goldie. Okay, okay. Opponent's playing with just some fun stuff, alright. Hell yeah. We're gonna crush it under our heel if we can, but hell yeah. No energy drops is good for us. Okay, so... I think we Arven here for a crank, and we try to crank here. Because if we can get one more, we can start just, like, putting the hurt down here. If we whiff, I look really stupid, though. It was worth going for. It was worth trying. Because now they can start evolving stuff. Finneon evolves into Lumineon, but Lumineon V is the one that we actually care about. I haven't seen the regular Lumineon doesn't inspire fear. Bibarel makes more sense, though. Are they just like a fun, they're playing their favorite stuff they got kind of deck? Sure. Sure. Please don't surprise me with something I hate. I'm asking as a friend here. Okay. Okay, getting industrious. Little beaver. Damn. I just get it because it's a beaver dam. Artisan doesn't really do much for us. We need to try and change that out as soon as possible. Hopefully this professor's research rips us a Gapejaw. One of the things that feels the weirdest for me as a new player is how it feels like cards are always coming out. Yeah, that's just going to kind of be how it is, right? The standard formats are going to rotate. But for the most part, meta shifts just because they print new cards. So yeah, that's how they keep it fresh, though, right? You're a new player, right? So you're getting here, and it feels like you don't know anywhere you are because you did the equivalent of jumping in a river and not knowing what's either way. But the river's flowing one way, so as you go with it, you're going to know where you came from. And yeah, you're not going to have all the backlog and all that back knowledge, but everything that comes forward from here, you're going to grow with that. It will get easier is kind of where I'm going with that. So don't fret, my friend. Okay, they get 2 energy here. So they can put 2. They can put 1 with that, and then they can evolve it once. Or put 1 organically. But this is a water Pokemon against a Zapdos. Yeah, they're not doing the swim freely thing. Okay, so they do get to prevent all the damage if we don't have an escape rope. We have an escape rope, they don't get to prevent shit. Okay. Put that there. We didn't hit the escape rope, which is a bummer, but, you know, what can you do? So that's gonna do next turn 60 plus 90, 150. That's a lot of damage. Uh-oh. Let's go ahead and use this to thin our deck out a little bit. Look at the other Cyclizards in there. Oh, right, we have a free retreat cost. Never mind. You can have a Cyclizar, friend. Out of the ability, coming in clutch. There it was. Voltaic Float. It actually mattered. Yay! I did. I like Clara in Pokestop decks. Yeah, Clara, because... So what you want to do is you want to do like 4 Squirtles, 2 War Turtles, and 4 Blastoises in a Pokestop deck. And Clara will help you if you rip past the Blastoise, basically. She'll help you get it back. And she also pulls energy into your hand, which Blastoise really wants. So Clara can kind of do both things there. It's really hard to justify playing a water deck without playing Arida in it, because Arida is so good. She is an Ultra Ball and an item, instead of an Ultra Ball that costs you 2 cards. It's hard to beat that. Do they also have a boss's orders? They don't. Okay, so they're taking their 1 prize card here. Let's see. Yay! Alright, it's just what we wanted. Say goodbye to your... that, and your... We're going to put it here. The reason being, I know the Bibarel is what's getting them cards, and I might regret that decision, but Zapdos, when Zapdos comes out next turn, is going to get to kill both of these Sea Kings with one hit. So, hard to argue with that. Okay. I mean, their deck is neat. It's just, it's a Sea King deck, right? Like, that's clearly what they're after here. Us being worth 2 prize cards and them not is going to come back to bite us in the butt. Zapdos does kind of take care of that problem a little bit, though. I like that about Zapdos. Because it gets to knock out, if you do it right, if you use the full Zapdos, it gets to knock out 2 things as well. Okay. Yeah, this Sea King is going to wreck our Magnezone, and then it's going to die. Exactly's nice. Well done, opponent. All right, so let's start with this part here. We're going to put them both here. Yeah, we're going to put them both there. Let's just do this. Maybe I should have done the Energy Recycler first. I could see that. I could certainly see that. We're doing this now because I'm about to play Gapejaw. Okay, and that's 2 Sea Kings. They do have another Goldeen. So it's possible that this isn't going to matter. We're just dead on the backswing, but maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see. Do they have it? Be kind of shocked if they don't, between the Squavit and the Bibarel giving them all that churn. I like this deck. It's just kind of simple. A little late on that one. Unfortunate. Huh? Huh? Oh. Misplay. Sad. Okay, now is this Pokemon or Energy? So it's probably the Sea King and the Goldeen. I'd imagine it's both Sea Kings. Probably, because they have some searching or something. It was not the Sea Kings, actually. It was the Energies. Interesting. Okay. Is it a Goldeen? It was a Goldeen. Okay. Huh. Okay. That is a little sad. I liked our hand. This is okay. I probably should have given more respect to the Bibarel. Probably. 4 Pokemon, 6 Energy. What are the Pokemon? 1, 2, and 1. Okay, so they put a Sea King. Oh, okay. Sweet, we win. Woo! All right, never any doubt. Okay, sure. They did really good considering we were super effective. I mean, super effective when they're as squishy as they are doesn't really matter, but, I mean, Sea Kings did not go quietly into that good night, right? Never in doubt. You're right. Right. We knew. Yeah, exactly. Right. Totally. Splash Bro! It's another Splash Bro, y'all. We gotta love our Splash Bros. Our Super Splash Bros. I'm sorry. I make myself giggle. Sheriff giggles. Shut up, giggles. Ooh, Darkrai sleeve. Okay, okay. Well, rip this hand. Scripted. Couple of mulligans. Sad. Hey. Not the best starting hand we've had. Is this Charizard? RCS kind of just means Charizard these days, right? Let's find out together, chat. Here comes the VIPs. Hey, look, Charizard. Hey. Sure. Okay. Yep. Best draw for us would probably be a Zapdos here. A little late for that to be a good draw. I think we have to ditch it, actually, which is a shame. We need our Zapdos. We need our Zapdos because we need these generators to not just whiff here. Okay. Thanks, deck. Good enough. It's not good enough. Kind of depends what they do next. It's tough to call this shot because their hand could make this anything, right? So this is the RCS V-Star. Yeah, so now it is anything. It's probably Pidgeot and a rare candy. We're gonna be too far behind. Well, at least the Gapejaw wouldn't have mattered. Silver linings! Yay! Is it also a Charizard? Like, how screwed are we? Right? Like, come on. Is it a double colorless? Can we go home? Is it a Charizard? Can we go home? Oh, no, it's Charizard. Alright, bye. GG, opponent. Rough start, and being on the with the draw there. Rough. That's alright. See, I feel like a concession there isn't some, like, bad thing, right? Because, like, we kind of knew how that game was going to turn out. We had one card in hand, and it was an evolution that didn't have the attack energy, and they had Charizard, Pidgeot, and RCS V-Star. Like, we were Dunskies. I don't want y'all to think I don't play hands out that could win, though. I don't want y'all to think I'm a quitter. I'm not a quitter. I'm a continuer? I quit. Come on, Smoliv, hook us up. Smoliv, you little jerk. It's fine. It's fine. Iono. Okay, Iono Thornton. concern. Is this the Zoroark deck? No, it's United Wings deck. Okay. Okay. That's a really, 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 really good draw. Like, dang, that's a good draw. Okay, so let's play the Magnezone now. We're going to put the Gapejaw here. We're going to retreat the Zapdos and let the Cyclizar be out front. Odds of them knocking this out are pretty slim, and I want to have both of my... We're playing with like 15 energies, y'all. Ooh, I'm curious about that deck, Wander. Are you going to stream that one? When you get it, I want to see it. I mean, this is a pretty solid last card to have. They're probably going to Iono us, though. If they Iono us, we're not actually that unhappy. That was one of the reasons I wanted to play out that hand as much as we did. That was particularly brutal, though. They are going to Iono. Nest Ball's sad. Nest Ball gets around Gapejaw. Right, big oof on that one. Which card do you need, Wonder? What's the last piece of the puzzle? The cornerstone of the archway. Squawk. Okay, they're going to squawk and get down. Right? Especially because it's a hand crank, so you're just like cranking one out and you injure yourself doing that, you know? I'm a child. Oh, it's a professor's research. That makes sense, too. What all did they ditch? Serena. Okay, they also ditched one of their rescue carriers, which is good for us. Ditching the level ball is weird. I guess they really wanted to not have stuff get injured when it comes down. That's fair. It doesn't really matter, though. Their stuff's all very squishy, and their stuff is all flying, so it's pretty weak to electric. Copy of the other Gengar that does 4 damage based on... Oh, okay. Damn, opponent. Just churning away all the cards that are so good. 2 Curlias, that's especially brutal. 20 damage. Okay. Okay. Come on, big money. All right. We need a heads. So 12 more energies in the deck. Okay. That means this is gonna hit, right? That means this is gonna hit, right? All right. Whew. Whew. Goodbye, Wattrel. This is an electric bird. That is disgusting, Wonder. Like, reading that makes me nauseous. Yeah, that sounds nasty. 2-shotting the big walls and clearing the bench? Probably a Ditto, I would assume, at this point. See, the rough part is they're through 2 of their Curlias, and Curlia is a big part of what they're doing. They're trying to make up for it with Squawkabilly, like, using that as their churn. But... We have a full thing of cards to do next turn. If we get an energy on this Magnezone, we can just knock out... never mind. I take it back. Okay, there's ditching the 2 Flamingos. Probably for a Curlia, I would assume. Another Wattrel. Okay. I'm confuddled, y'all. Oh, okay. Yup. Alright, let's do the math here. They've got 2, 8... 2, 6, 9. So 9 times 20. They're doing 180 damage right now with their United Wing stuff. Okay, they have another Flamigo in their hand. They didn't ditch that, though. Okay. Okay, they need energy really bad, though. We're gonna do this just to take away their remaining card draw. And we're not gonna play anything else out. Maybe a Zapdos, but probably not at this point. Alakazam doesn't matter. They're gonna die too quick for Alakazam to matter. Zapdos. Zapdos. That art is so pretty. I want a full set of these. Like, oh. Ugh. I'm a sucker for art when there's another Pokemon in the background, y'all know what I mean? Okay, so Clara's gonna get them their 2 energy, or one of the energies back, and if they want, it could get them a Curly and a Ralts. I'm curious what they're gonna pick here. Clara's not bad, it's just I don't think she's good enough. They're supposed to reveal it, but I guess not. Murkrow can do United Wings for just a dark, right? Yeah, okay. So Murkrow means this Ditto can, in fact... well, they... see here. 3, 6, 7, 8. They got one of their Murkrows back. Okay, well, that's going to have some damage on it now, which is great for us. So this is less damage than it was before. It's still going to be a lot, but it's not enough to knock out our Zapdos. And we are about to have our secondary plan ready here. Okay, let's grab a crank. The last crank. One last crank, chat. That sounds weird. I thought about trying to use the Pokégear for a boss swords, but we already played the Arven this turn, and we know they are playing with Ionos. They haven't played any yet, but we know they have them. Because they mulliganed and we saw one. I think, if I'm not misremembering. Okay, so this means they either have the double colorless in hand, or they don't have a dark energy in hand, right? Because if they have the double colorless, they can put it on Flamigo and knock out Zapdos. But if they had just a dark energy, they would have put Murkrow out front. They have 11 cards left, 3 cards in hand, nothing with energy out, and 2 energy in the bin. They need to play with more energy. Yeah, opponent, you need more energy in your deck, bud. When you're playing a deck like theirs, where you're anticipating to lose all of your little squishy Pokemon, like a one-for-one trade, basically, you have to have the energy to do that. It's cheap for United Wings, but it's not free. All right, we're going to do the last one here. Let's start the giveaway for the last deck of, or the last game of the deck. And game of the day at this point. Exclamation point ticket if y'all want a chance to win a 151 booster pack. And, you know, if you don't type anything. If you just want to lurk and just admire, I get that. I do it all the time. Yeah, I'm sad for y'all. Y'all don't get to look at this in the mirror. Are you ready to blast off? I'm here to splash? Bam. Litten coin! Litten coin! Oh. Can I go first? It's the last game, opponent. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go first. We're not friends anymore. Putting Terra Red in the burn book. Okay. This is like in this exact moment, I'm sad we don't have the Gapejaw out right now. Maybe their hand sucks and they don't play anything? Oh, nope, here comes the Miraidon, which here comes everything, and Gapejaw's too late. Sad. Oh. Oh. Okay. Here comes the Miraidon. Ditching an Ultra Ball for an Ultra Ball. So, okay, here comes the Miraidon. Here comes the rest of the bench. Why didn't they just do that backwards and save their Ultra Ball for the Bibarel next turn? What if they already have a Bibarel? Interesting decisions from the opponent's side. If we draw a hand crank, we're happy. Shame that. I'm not going to play the Gapejaw. That would only serve to mess us up here if we draw like a Zapdos or something. We're feeling very behind already. That's just how it goes against the electric deck, right? They're very, very, very good at having a nice, energetic start. Electric? Okay. Magnezone EX is horrifying. Okay. I have been crushed. Pull the Bidoof to the front here. I guess. Ish. That was a mistake if we draw a hand crank this turn. Yikes. Feeling a little dead here, y'all. Feeling a little dead. Well, we get to do something here. We're going to give them extra damage they get to do us next turn, but for now, we get to do this. We get to do this, and we get to take some prize cards. They are going to do 100 damage. Oh, right, it's a Bidoof. God dang it. Dang it, Bobby. That's too late. Professor's research might save us? Might? Might. Professor's research? Arven, huh? We do get to do this, at least. This doesn't get to do any damage to Cyclizar. It doesn't have any energy on it, so that's it. That's all we got right now. Is it good enough? Nope, probably not. Wait, oh, it's all of our Pokemon. Dang it. Crank one out. All right, crank two out. Sure. Okay, Zapdos can't even knock this thing out. I think we're just dead here, y'all. We'll try. We'll try. We'll play it out. Play it out a little bit. But feeling a little dead. We have to draw an energy and have this hit 2 energy, and even then we're still dead. Yeah, we're just dead. I like this Magnezone EX card in their deck. It's good technology. Alright. GG, opponent. Alright, let's do the wrap-up and the giveaway. The wrap-up's going to be kind of what we were talking about earlier. I don't really have an answer for what this deck needs. Playing with Zapdos, this card is actually a lot better than I gave it credit for. This 0 retreat cost, if it has an energy attached, is nice. I'm going to try this with Jolteon next, I think. Magnezone's a good card in its own right. It's just these don't really make each other happy. You know, they don't really work that well together. This is too much damage. Like, Electrostar, this move is not for giving a little bit of damage so that Zapdos can, you know, compound that. That move is for taking out 2 of their squishies, which we did that a couple times. And if this deck had been built around that, it would have been pretty solid. But it wasn't, so we just kind of, like, kneecapped ourselves to take their little shitters out early. So I don't think it's these 2 together, but they're both individually powerful cards, so there's something out there for them. And the search continues. But yeah, like the deck, just not the current build. Needs a little bit of tweaking.